Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach about triangles of 10th standard. So first I want to teach introduction about triangles. We know that a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines is called a triangle. Tri means three. A triangle has three sides, three angles and three vertices. For example, in triangle ABC denoted as triangle ABC, AB, BC, CA are the three sides. Angle A, angle B, angle C are three angles, and A, B, C are three vertices. And this is the triangle ABC. A, B, C are the vertices. A, B, B, C, CA are the sides. Angle A, angle B, angle C are the angles. Next we'll go for objectives in this lesson. What we want to study. Define the congruence of triangles. That is first one. State the criteria for the congruence of two triangles. Some properties of a triangle and inequality in a triangle. And next we'll go for another one. Defining the congruence of triangles. Let us take a triangle ABC and let us take triangle XYZ such that corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are equal. Corresponding parts means in this triangle, angle ABC, angle A is equal to angle X. So in XYZ triangle, angle B is equal to angle Y. Angle C is equal to angle Z. And sides, corresponding sides, AB is equal to XY, AC is equal to XZ, and BC is equal to YZ. Next, now we see that sides of triangle ABC coincides with sides of triangle XYZ. ABC and XYZ, if you keep one upon the other, that will be overlap. So then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ because all the things A, X, B, Y and C, Z are coincide with one another. Then two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent if all the sides and all the angles of the one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. And this also means that A corresponds to X and B corresponds to Y, C corresponds to Z. For any two congruent triangles, the corresponding parts are equal and are termed as CPCT. So what is CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Next, SAS, side angle side congruence. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of other triangle. Then the two triangles are congruent by SAS congruence rule. Another one, ASA, angle side angle congruence rule. Two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of other triangle. Then the two triangles are congruent by ASA congruence rule. Another congruence rule, AAS, angle side congruence. Two triangles are congruent if any two pairs of angles and one pair of corresponding sides are equal, then the two triangles are congruent by AAS congruence rule. And SSS congruence rule, side, side, side. If three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So by side, side, side congruence rule. Then RHS congruence rule, right angle hypotenuse side congruence. If in two right angled triangles, the hypotenuse and the one side of one triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. This is by RHS congruence rule. And next, SAS congruence rule. ABC is a triangle, PQR is a triangle, and here first side AC is equal to PR. Sorry, AC is equal to PQ, and angle C is equal to angle R. Angle B, side BC is equal to side QR. Now here side AC is equal to side PR because two sides and included angle, two sides and included angle of other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by SCA's congruence rule. Here ABC is congruent to triangle BQR by SCA's congruence rule. And ASA congruence rule. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF, now angle BAC is equal to angle EDF and AC is equal to DF and angle ACB is equal to angle DFE. So here two angles and included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by ASA congruence rule. Then AAS congruence rule, here two triangles ABC and PQR. So angle BAC is equal to angle angle RPQ or QPR. Then CBA is equal to angle PQR. Then BC is equal to QR. Here two angles and one side. Two angle and one side of one triangle are equal to the two angles and other one side corresponding side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by AA's congruence rule. And next SSS congruence rule. ABC triangle, PQR triangle. In these two triangles, AB is equal to PQ and BC is equal to QR, AC is equal to PR. So three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of other triangle. Within the two triangles are congruent by SSS congruence rule. And RHS congruence rule. ABC is a triangle, right angle triangle. DF is right angle triangle. So BC is equal to EF and hypotenuse AC is equal to DF. Here angle ABC angle is equal to DF, that is 90 degree. Then these two triangles are congruent by right hypotenuse side congruence rule. And properties of triangle. ABC is a triangle in which two sides are equal in length is called isosceles triangle. So triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle with AB is equal to AC. Angle opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. Here AB is equal to AC, then angles are ABC is equal to ACB. Then sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. So in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC, the angles are ABC is equal to ACB are equal. And theorem on inequality in a triangle. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, the angle opposite to the longer side is longer or greater. So here triangle, hypotenuse is 10 and opposite side 9, adjacent side is 8. Here by comparing we will get that angle opposite to the longer side is greater, that is 90 degree. And in any triangle, the side opposite to the longer angle is longer. So here in triangle, 9 is opposite, 8 is adjacent, 10 is hypotenuse. Here by comparing, we will get that side opposite to longer angle 90 degree is longer. And the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. According to Pythagoras theorem, the sum of these two sides is equal to the square of these two sides is equal to third side. Here by comparing 9 plus 8 is greater than 10, 8 plus 10 is greater than 9, 10 plus 9 is greater than 8. So sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. And here Thales theorem. So I already explained in worksheet theorem. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersecting the other two sides, then it divides the two sides in the same ratio. This is the drawing and solution. That is first given BC is parallel to DE. To prove that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC we want to prove. So construction, join BE and CD. Draw EL is perpendicular to AB, DN is perpendicular to AC. So area of triangle ADE is equal to half into B into H, and area of triangle ADE is equal to half into base is AD and height is EL, half into AD into EL, that is equation number 1. Area of triangle DBE that half into base into height, that is also half into base is DB, height is same EL. So that is called equation number 2. Dividing 1 by 2. Area of triangle ADE by area of triangle DBE is equal to half into AD into EL by half into DB into EL. Half of cancel, EL cancel. So remaining thing AD by DB, equation number 3. So area of triangle ABE is equal to ADE. So that same triangle, small triangle, half into base into height. We want to take a base is this side, AE, and height is DN, DM, that is called equation number 4. And area of triangle DEC half into base into height, that also EC into same DM. So now dividing equation 4 by 5. Area of triangle ADE by area of triangle DEC half into AE into DM, half of cancel, DM cancel, AE by EC. This is equation number 6. Similarly, since triangle BDE and CDE are triangles at the same base and between the same parallels, then DE and BC, area of triangle BDE, here it is, area of triangle BDE and area of triangle DCE or CDE. So that is called equation number 7. From equation number 5, where is 5? 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 3, 6, 7. This is 3. 3, 6, 7. We have AD by DB is equal to AE by EC proved. So this is Thales theorem, and also it is called BPT, basic proportionality theorem. Next we'll go for Pythagoras theorem. So what is Pythagoras theorem? You know the statement. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. This is the drawing. ABC is a triangle, BD is the perpendicular. So triangle given, triangle ABC, right angle triangle at B. To prove AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, construction, draw perpendicular BD to AC. Proof. In triangle ADB and triangle ABC, angle A is equal to angle A, that is same angle, and angle ADB is equal to angle ABC, that is 90 degree, and triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC by AA criteria, then the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. AD by AB is equal to AB by AC, that is corresponding sides are in the equal ratio. Then cross multiply AB into AB square, AD into AC, that is equation number 1. You take another triangle BDC and ABC. Angle C is equal to angle C is the same angle. Angle BDC and angle ABC each measures 90 degree. Then two angles are equal. Then the two triangles are similar by AA criteria. So BC by AC is equal to DC by BC. These are the corresponding sides are in equal ratio. Cross multiply BC into BC square. Then AC into DC, equation number 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus AC into DC. So you have to take AC common, AD plus DC, then AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AC square, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. This is the explanation of PPT 10 standard triangles. Thank you, children. Go through this and practice triangles chapter.